All right, everyone, we are back. Part 2 of Day 7 for Death Stranding 2. Let's get into it. Quick load times, really like that. Alright, we got our camera set up. We are ready to go. Look forward to any and all those who drop in to say hi. And if you ever do drop in, a simple hi is sufficient, because I know your time is valuable. You don't have a lot of it. It's not infinite. But if you'd ever like to have a discussion about Cyberpunk 2077, Death Stranding, any games that you've ever seen me stream or play, talk about, that's what it's all about. Alright, let me get my chat up on my mobile device, because that's the easiest way I've found versus having to lean into the screen. I do have the chat to speech function on, so you will hear the automated lady come on and say whatever it is that gets typed into chat. That'll at least allow me to know when people come in without having to constantly look at chat, so I don't miss anything. Alright, I got my pizza, Hawaiian, always. Oh yes. And a trusty beverage brought to you by my addiction to Monster, thanks to Death Stranding 1. I say moderation in all things. I say that a lot. But I don't think I've really been able to moderate the amount of Monster I consume when playing Death Stranding. It's almost like a requirement. It feels like one. It's not. It's not a requirement. Don't worry about that. Alright, I got my fan running. I got the lights where I need them to be. I like how Lara Croft's here in the background. She's my doll girl. Instead of doll man, doll girl. But she doesn't talk, unfortunately. She just looks cool. Okay, let's get going. We're gonna try to play for a bit, and when I mean a bit, more than 2 hours this time. I'm gonna try to push through. I need to get my alternative light here. And what I've done is I've opened up my Excel file that I use for keeping all of my notes, making sure that I have my thoughts captured down. And I do it on an Excel file, and I just make all the cells red. So that way it's not extremely bright with the white light. There is white border around, but it's primarily red. Alright, we're going to have to switch controllers. Plug in this one to charge. Yeah, my PlayStation 5 controllers do not, I repeat, do not hold a charge. Let's see. Grab this guy here. So we should be ready to go. Let's make sure that our charge power is on so it's going. And this one doesn't have any battery power either. Alright, so we're going to have to be hardwired, which is fine. It's fine. Just got to find out where... Man, that had to cascade. There's my extension. Alright, give me a quick second. Both of my PlayStation 5 controllers' batteries do not hold a charge at all. Well, I'd say maybe they hold a 30-minute charge at the most. Maximum. Maximum 30-minute charge. Alright, so just recently met this character, which I think is really cool. And unfortunately, though, it's just a flat image. It would be great if it was a full 3D image. But, yeah, it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna grab a piece of this pizza. Sure, I have my... Gotta get a bib, kind of, but just gonna put it on my lap so I don't have a tendency. I have a tendency to rub, when I'm eating pizza, rub pizza sauce on my leg or on my shirt, or I'll try to do this and be like, oh, darn it. But this way I have something. Alright, let me take a bite here, off camera. Ooh, that's good. Okay. We were going to go onto the Magellan. Might as well bring the truck. We're going to go inside. I'm sure there's something that I'm going to do with tomorrow.
Fragile? What is tomorrow? We didn't have that where I came from. I don't understand what it means.
You know what will happen to these buds? They will turn into flowers. In the space of a day, they'll have completely changed. Living things can't help but change, you see. They can't stay the same forever.
But where I came from, nothing ever changed. So does that mean I'm not alive?
Listen. You are alive. The person you were yesterday is different from the one you are today, and the one you'll be tomorrow. You're changing. That's what living is. To change and to embrace change. To transform.
Is this what my tomorrow will be?
Yesterday becomes today, which in turn becomes tomorrow. They're all connected, for better or worse. And death is not the end.
Death is not the end.
Welcome back, Sam. You should get some rest.
All right. Good night.
Sam is like Master Chief to me sometimes. Short-spoken. Not much in the way of offering things for these particular conversations. More of a questioning. And when he does offer his point of view, it's not any longer. And I was really, really, really hoping, that we would get the ability to walk around the Magellan and talk and converse and learn from one another. Because
Sam, it's Charlie. Your assistance has been personally requested once more. Access the data scientist's delivery terminal to undertake this main order. One more thing. The details of this particular order merit careful review. Or so I've been informed. Don't let them down, Sam.
Alright, so we're supposed to be connected. The game's all about, being disconnected but reconnecting. And here Sam sits in his room and doesn't really hang out with any of them. I know there's a sequence, maybe it's at the end game or whatever that might be. There's this photo mode where all the the crew members. I've only seen the girls. I've only seen Fragile, Tomorrow, and Rainy. And by the way, I love the names that they give to these characters. They're very easy to remember. They're memorable characters, but I want to get to know them better. I'm not saying romance them. That's baked into what Hideo Kojima's story needs to be. But sort of like I go over here and I talk to Dolman. I could talk to Dolman anytime I want, and he'll provide information and conversation based on something recently that happened all the time. And that is a comfort. But why can't I converse like that or interact like that with Rainy, with Tomorrow, with Fragile, with Tarman? Now Hartman is also on board, and I might meet them in passing. Let's go see if I take a shower. Do I bump into one of them?
Bye, Sam.
That's the extent. Walking by, they're moving about the ship. They're moving about the ship, hanging out with one another. Now you see them like together. I don't do that, and maybe it's the. I don't think it would be the awkward animation. Maybe it's because they don't want to play those animations. Maybe those animations are difficult. Maybe that would have taken more time to put those animations in. Because if you're able to walk around freely, they would have to animate those characters all the time. Well, not even all the time, because they could be transitioning that way and then sit down and then go into their sitting animation. And maybe Hideo doesn't want the player to just sit there and stare at characters, but what would be nice is if there was some way, maybe if it has to do with animations, then maybe just a chat, like I know there's this panel that looks outside, so I can tell that it's daytime outside. It's kind of a window, but it's a digital picture. There would be a nice, a comm system for each individual and call-ins, and you could do the same thing I'm doing right now with Dolman.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle.
I can keep talking.
That's a groovy pair of specs, Sam. Why don't you try them on? So that was the esteemed data scientist. It didn't take much convincing to become a part of the chiral network after all, did they? I suppose the appeal of APAS's analytical capabilities was too much to ignore. And they must be quite the fan of pizza, too. The considerable weight of our last delivery did not escape my notice. Just how many pizzas do you think the chef was able to pack into that container?
I can keep talking.
Huh. A suit that prevents its wearer from being recognized by AI cameras. Eyes are the most prominent sensory organ of many life forms. Those of us who specialize in psychology often learn a great deal about them. You see, what the eye and the camera perceive is compared against past experiences and data to yield a conclusion. Perhaps this suit exploits a flaw in how AI cameras perform this function. Which is to say, you shouldn't presume you won't show up on these cameras. But I think it may utilize a form of optical jamming to obfuscate your appearance. In this way, it ensures the system doesn't interpret you as an intruder.
Okay, that was great. And I can keep talking to him. There's multiple lines of dialogue that you could have with Dollman. Not to be confused with Dolman. I would love it if they just opened it up. Before, I was sort of a loner. And Sam, the character Sam, was disconnected, was pulled away from everybody. He was very, not nomadish, introverted. He was a go-getter, he got his job done, but he wasn't a communicative person. So maybe that's carried over, and I need to get past the fact that this is Hideo's story. So it's going to be Hideo's story, and when Sam actually says something, it's easier to listen. He doesn't become annoying because he's not chatty. He's not roaming around mindlessly bothering others. He's not Rambo. And that's what that acronym means. Roaming around mindlessly bothering others. There's call signs that people have been given for that. And it may not mean Rambo from Sylvester Stallone's character. But he's not doing that, so maybe that's why. Like, why is Sam roaming around mindlessly bothering others? Shouldn't he be out there delivering? So there's multiple ways that I should look at it. I want to look at it, but I love the characters. I want to go pet the cat, the tar cat. I want to go. I was gonna say I want to go pet the girls. I want to go chat with the girls. I want to go hang out with Tarman and have him tell his story about his son. You know, because his son is out there in the tar. So is the other part of his hand. And I'm getting really small morsels, and this is a feast. So, anyway, I wish they'd maybe add another interaction when I'm going to the surface. Have Sam walking through that area and have more interaction. Just more interaction like this. There should be an interaction like this every time he walks. Every time he walks through. Like if you're going to the shower.
I was thinking, I should teach Tamara a few things.
That's not a glitch.
I need to do some studying myself.
It's not a glitch.
Look at this.
She hovers. Huh? Examine the life cycle of each organism depicted and select the answer that best fits in the Oh, it was a dream. Do I do it again? It's reloading that? Okay.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
I was thinking, I should teach Tamara a few things. But to do that, I need to do some studying myself. Can you take a look at this?
Platypus embryo? So what are they saying? It says life cycle, not an evolution. I don't get what they're asking me. A platypus doesn't become a human, then that human gives a baby. What are they... Are they asking me the platypus is to the platypus embryo as the human is to a baby, as a seed is to a plant? Maybe the lines that are going through there are confusing me.
Yeah.
I want to say it wrong every time, just so that I can see what happens.
I should teach Tamara a few things, but to do that, I need to do some studying myself. Can you take a look at this?
Okay, so the seeds are to the plant, are to the flower, as the parent is to the baby, is to the child. So the platypus egg is to the platypus, is to the parent.
I see. Thanks for the input. Have a safe trip, Sam.
Later.
See? More like that. That would be okay.
Okay, Tamara.
Maybe I don't freely...
I don't wanna.
Maybe I don't freely go around the ship, but I can say, go visit Rainey, go visit Tomorrow, go visit Fragile, go visit Tarman, go visit the cat. Have those kinds of interactions just to see what they're doing. But it's just very few and far between the interactions with my crew. my other thought would be, not only it's Hideo Kojima's game, he's the director and he gets to do what he wants. Is this supposed to take on an order? Take on a main order at data scientist terminal. Oh. It's just ahead. Straight ahead. Recovering a BB pod and delivering the pod to the Motherhood, which is inside a crater. Okay, so I need to be armed. Probably going to go through BT territory. I feel like out here, then out around here, park here, go in, come out, exfiltrate.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation.
Alright, that's the first route. I don't know how many more I can do. Alright, done. Alright, cargo management. Blood grenades for any possible BTs. The rock samples. That goes to the dowser, so this... I have a ton of stuff I need to do. I thought I was doing something for the Motherhood. Dowser, Hartman's lab. Am I missing something here? Oh, I'm picking up something first. Never mind. I was like, wait a second, I thought I had a BB to deliver, but no, I pick it up first. Never mind. is our marker? What is that thing? Virtuous Deliverer, level 2. Oh, is that like the teleporter thing?
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Wow, my monster drink sloshed and then came back out. I don't think I have any minerals or materials. Let me check. Yeah, very little. I get a little something something. I'm gonna fix my fan here. It is quite hot here in California. It is quite sandy. Okay, I see the bridge. I can see those digger bombs. Wow. You got a pretty good perimeter here. Push, 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 push. Alright. Oh, we got a vehicle coming down here.
Wowzer! Steady.
And we got the driver, a rider, the bridge with 2 guys on it. One guy here at the camp. Let's see, there's one right there. Just watching for movement. That one caught on its own. There's a guy there. There's a guy there. Alright, I think that's it for now. Alright, let's make sure we have good stuff. Okay, I don't need a climbing anchor or the floating carrier. Maybe the floating carrier. Survivalist boots, no. Bola gun, yes. Assault rifle, I'll take 2 of those. Shotgun, I'll take 1. Twin rod, what does that do? Discharges a powerful electric current when striking enemies. Attacks can be chained together. Can also be thrown or used. Okay, so we won't use the twin rod. We'll keep 1 maser gun. Blood grenade, no. Multi-purpose grenade, you'll keep. Decoy grenade, maybe we should try that. We'll keep all... Nope. All that gets to stay in there. Blood grenade, I don't need. There's no BTs right now. And then we're going to take all of this. Nope. Blood grenade stays. Laser gun, shotgun, assault rifle. We only need 2 assault rifles. 1 shotgun, okay. Survivalist. Okay, sweet. Put that in there. Alright, and then off of mine, I'm going to go all blood grenades back into the truck. Alright, and then combat boots, miser handgun. I think we're probably going to go... Actually, this one can go back in the truck. Survivalist boots, I don't need that. I can go in the truck. Alright, shotgun, twin rod, good special alloys. I'm not carrying any of that. That's in the truck. Okay, so assault rifle, we can hang on the tool rack. I thought I brought MP grenades. Did I not collect those? Yeah, here they are. Put those in the grenade pouch. Decoy grenades, I'll put those in the grenade pouch. Really? Paste in the backpack. Alright, let's go decoy. Let's take 2 of these out and place in the backpack. And we'll take 2 decoy grenades and put those in the grenade pouch. Okay, so that should be good. Alright. Let's infiltrate. So I'm thinking maybe under the bridge might be one way to go. I don't know. I'm taking the bridge route is probably the worst one. Well, that's just a bunch of yellow. Man, I could have gotten through here with a trike. If I can close the distance without this guy right there in the middle of the screen seeing me, I might have a chance here. Okay, I think I'll be good. I don't know what that is. Got that guy there. Or maybe one of those little chiral bridges would have been nice. Alright, this is a nice sandbar. This guy I want to get. I need those guys back in the truck and go the other way. And I can possibly tackle that guy. Like one of them's going back to the truck, the other one's taking over. This guy's still there. How far away is this guy? Can't tell. Come on, jump back in the truck. Sounds like this guy's moving. A little bit he is. Alright. Going back to the truck. Going back to the truck. That should signal him. Alright, I've got a small window. They turn around. Is this guy gonna move or is he staying there? Mark this guy. Oh. Oh my gosh. How does the AI not respond harshly to that? I think I'm gonna use a grenade for the first time. Does it do anything? Whoa. That is not going to be the. It's not going to be the way. I don't know how high my package can be before I am noticed. Not sure what that amount is. I threw that decoy. I don't know what it did. Alright, we need to mark some people. He shouldn't, like, be saying anything. Like, there should not be any... Whoa, 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 whoa! He's making noise. There was another guy. I think I might be too close to the tent that I think there's a guy inside of. Not that one. Oh, it's this guy. Got you just in time.
Let's catch up. Dollman reporting in.
Alright, I don't know what the time window is for that guy. Like, if I was this guy, I'm not quite sure how far away I can get from Sam. Well, yeah, well, I guess maybe. Yeah, but I feel like his eye height is... Okay, maybe. Maybe. Man, he is there for a long time. Now will be when he, like, moves. Okay, well, I know when he's back inside looking at whatever he's looking at, it's for a really, really, really long time. He goes back and looks at the exact same thing again. Alright, my target is there. I want to take out more of these periphery guys. See if I can get this guy over here. I'm surprised that there is no pick up and move. Like, I can't pick that guy up, drag him somewhere else. Like, he's always going to be there. Alright, we're going hostile. What's the difference between the red one, assault rifle? One at a time. Where's my bola gun? Oh, did I not bring any bola guns? No way. I didn't bring any bola guns? Really? See if we can get it with a rod. A melee that extends when swung, delivering electric shocks that can be stun both. Alright, let's get a little hostile here. Now I got 3 guys. All right.
Don't worry, you got this.
Now we go and get our vehicle, bring it in here and take everything.
Are you injured, Sam?
Okay. Yeah, that happened. There's no guardrails. Or Sam just likes to run right over them. I looked away for a second, thought I'd either run into a guardrail and have no issues, but that is not true. He just ran. I happened to be where there was absolutely no guardrail. What? He just. I don't know what happened. That was very, very bizarre. Alright, let's try to get materials.
Okay.
Grab as much as we can. Thought I saw some materials over here. Alright. Don't know how much this thing's gonna carry. Oh, metals.
Gotta stretch my legs.
I don't know if the truck would have been able to angle that properly. Excuse me.
Hook that one.
Come on, get it. Get it. Yeah.
Snag. You're mine.
Yeah!
Gotcha. Snagged it. That's the way. Snagged it. You're mine.
Alright, that should be it. Alright, there's one right here.
Snag.
Alright, let's get the BB container. Alright, taking all of this.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Truck is a champ. I will say that is one thing I want to make a note of. So my point here is this particular vehicle, this one right here, is storing things better, and it almost it's as if it uses the entire cab or the entire loading area instead of just putting it in the front. It felt like in Death Stranding 1, it just felt like it piled everything all the way to the back of the bed or towards the front of the bed, closer to the cab. But then nothing in the back was loaded. It didn't feel like it was using the entire space. This one visually looks like it's using the entire space. Which feels better and feels more like I'm driving around in a truck. I feel like I hit that marker well enough. Rome, Magnolian.
Hook that one. Snag.
All that I want is a home inside the woods, and a woman that I can love. All of the days are nothing but a haze on the even rows of chairs, and in your heart you look alright, and in the night we took our flight to Rome.
Okay.
All the world is nothing but a world in your favorite Eve. Deep inside my head is a warm and cozy bed where I'll sleep when I am dead. And I'll still be here. You, my dear, I fear will lose you.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Broadcasting only mic audio because you entered a blocked scene. What? What's...
This door. to be locked. You'll need a passcode of some sort to open it.
The passcode is blocked scene, so it stops the stream whenever I... So my mic audio comes on, but it wants to hide the scene. Like, I could just say what the code is as I'm putting it in. They're not hiding anything. Alright, let's, cargo management. Let's look at the B pod. I don't see any numbers or anything on it. A first-generation BB pod, once used in the UCA, it serves both as an incubator for babies and as a BT sensor. It has been stolen by the armed survivalists, despite there being no bridge baby inside. So there's a 02 on the case. That's all I see is 02. Let's take a look at the order. Your next... Let's check the corpus. Your next port of call is Motherhood. The area around the facility is dangerous and sightings... I almost feel like if I had the physical package of the game, which I need to go buy a physical copy. I don't know if I have a physical copy of Death Stranding, but... the area around the facility is dangerous, and sightings of an armed survivalist base nearby have made local residents extremely wary of outsiders. The Motherhood have asked you to retrieve an old BB pod from the armed survivalist base. It seems they attacked the porter who was transporting the pod and stole it along with all his other cargo. The Motherhood have indicated that they will be willing to cooperate with Drawbridge if you recover the pod. Be sure to read the Motherhood's databank entry carefully before visiting. The Motherhood's databank entry. Okay, so... Motherhood's databank entry. Is there a databank entry? Progress, search, stats, APAS, corpus. Let's go to corpus. Why wouldn't it be in there? Databank. Okay, the Motherhood. Probably look for something Motherhood. Architect, animal shelter, enemies. Don't need to read the enemies. Tech, creatures, abilities, facilities. Maybe it's in here. The Motherhood, there it is. Let me pull all these out of here though. There's a lot of data. So much data. Okay, so enemies, tech, creatures, abilities, facilities. Where's that? The Motherhood. Alright, humans are born from their mother's wombs. Every single birth is a cause for celebration. Expressions such as Mother Earth and Mother Nature are indicative of the productive abundance of the world around us. We are surrounded and shrouded by motherly bonds. But our world, once lush and overflowing with love, has been ravaged by the Death Stranding. Even this shelter is surrounded by armed survivalists. Like, almost everywhere is surrounded by armed survivalists. Like, within view, like, almost a stone's throw away from where everybody's at. And they sort of mind their own business, right? I don't ever see them attack me. They never come and attack me out of nowhere. They only attack whenever I go and infiltrate their area. So I'm sort of the aggressor. I only hear that they've stolen. Well, that's actually a really good point. Sam, wait, who is the aggressor? Can we undo what I just did? Darn it. Alright, so we'll go back here, put that to automatic. Who is the aggressor? We'll click that. And go down here, take that to white. Right. Sam only hears that the enemies have stolen something that Sam then needs or is requested to recover. But if Sam, the player, has never seen the enemy take anything, then that would make Sam the aggressor, as the enemy Mules, survivalists, I guess survivalists, never attack Sam until he is caught infiltrating their area. Has Sam ever tried to negotiate? And I think this is for both games, right? Never has Sam ever. All right. The code required to open the door and overcome their suspicion is the date of your own birth. Oh. Okay. I understand why now they're blocking it. Okay. Got it. That's why they're blocking it.
That did it, Sam.
It was my birthday that I ended up putting in at the beginning of the game. Was that ever something that they did in the first game? It was something about, like, on your birthday, something would happen in the first game. I guess it's really the closest that Hideo can get to the memory card pull out, something like that.
Thank you. I'll get this cargo processed right away. I'd say this is practically perfect. I had a feeling you were the right porter for the job. We've been waiting eagerly for your arrival. We're ready to join the chiral network.
Making progress. Oh, yes. Know this actress. Don't know her name. She has been in many video games. You know, the thing about video games and digital media is some of these actors could be immortal. Like, they will live on well beyond their actual, in real life span. They could continue acting, sort of like Amelie, how that actress was essentially, they shaved off, what, 50 years? Like, was she in her 70s or something like that? And she looked like she was, no, she probably did like more like 30 or 40 years they shaved off. But, like, you could continue acting in that way and be forever young.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We appreciate your help. Before you go, I have another favor to ask of you. In private, where we won't be overheard. There's a back room just past that terminal. I'll be waiting.
This is another code.
What is this? We came here in peace.
He's pregnant.
It's all right. They don't mean us any harm. You must be Sam. Thank you. Couldn't have been easy getting here. Folks call me the doctor.
Deborah Wilson.
My sisters and I
She played
normally allow men inside.
in Suicide
Patients
Squad,
make an
Kill the
exception.
Justice League. I think she was
It's clear you suffered greatly
Amanda Wheeler.
for this child's sake. Haven't you?
Oh, what's up with her hand?
May I
Her
see
hand's
them?
backwards. Her hand's backwards. Her hand's backwards. Her hand is backwards. Her hand is backwards. Look, her hand is upside down. Her hand is upside down. She's like this. Oh. Her left hand.
Oh, these. They're chiral hands.
Why?
So your BB's passed on.
You have dooms then, I take it.
I do. And it's given me an unusual gift. I can remove a BB from a still mother's womb without resorting to invasive surgery.
Is her hand supposed to be like that? Is that a bug? That's not a bug, right? No way.
To the fetus.
It's kind of weird.
Tools whatsoever?
It's
So you're
so
a
weird.
psychic surgeon then?
A psychic midwife is what they call me. When I was with Bridges, I used these techniques to remove BBs from their mothers. Sam,
So she has two
you may be
right
suffering
hands?
from persistent, complex bereavement disorder.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
Is that why you called me here? Tell me I got issues?
Sam, we're the motherhood.
The what now?
This shelter is a safe space for mothers.
Women and children would come here seeking peace. They also came because I could examine still babies. I'd move the fetus to a pod and perform what I would call a transposed screening.
I guess that's why they call you doctor. So, are you saying your technique allows you to treat still baby syndrome?
A BB pod is functionally no different than an incubator. And I was eager to bring our unborn children into the world. So, I thought I would give this little one a chance. Still baby or no, I was convinced I could bring a fetus to term outside the womb. So I placed him in the pod. And a moment later, his heart started beating. And then, after 3 minutes, it stopped. I tried as quickly as I could to get him back in the womb, but it was too late. The still baby was no longer viable. I'm sorry, Caesar. Over time, I tried to refine the pod tech to find a way to help women and their children. But treatment and life extension are impossible. All I could do was look. Even so, word got around and mothers in need of support started coming here. But unfortunately, not long after, men came knocking too. Men who wanted women. What could I do? I was only a doctor who delivered babies. And nothing more. Luckily, I had strong women around me. Mothers who were willing to stand up and fight for the sake of us all.
But as soon as we decided to take up arms, our man friends only got bolder.
If we don't fight back, they'll enslave us.
We can't and won't lay down our arms till our safety is guaranteed.
Where'd you get your hardware?
Weapons factory's been pumping them out non-stop. That's why all the locals around here are toting new toys. Yeah, plenty more than new releases in the armory downstairs.
Sam, we want you to shut down their operation and halt the spread of weapons.
Stop them, please.
Please.
Prior to proceeding, we'll need to confirm the precise location of the factory. Let's make our way back to the DHV Magellan, Sam.
Sam, wait.
Yeah.
all finished.
Okay.
Sam, this is Tarman.
Yeah,
We've
I
got
can
an
see that.
emergency on our hands here. I'm afraid the DHV Magellan is out of action. We can't move an inch. A cursory inspection confirmed that some critical parts of the propulsion system have become clogged up with tar. Our usual decontamination methods won't cut it. We'll need a special tar dissolvent to clear out the blockage. The F2 South Distribution Centre was kind enough to source some for us. I'd like you to pick up the order on site, collect the cargo, and bring it back to the ship. Meanwhile, we'll be doing everything we can to keep ourselves from sinking further into the tar, as well as gathering information on the weapons factory. Don't let us down, Sam.
So timer starts now, then I gotta go get it done. Versus probably what?
Thanks for the help.
Alright, did the Magellan still parked nearby though? Okay, yeah. Didn't see that. Okay, I see. Alright, yeah. What am I doing here? Okay, so I am inside of something here. Transponder. Now I'm looking for another transponder. Hopefully one nearby here? Question mark? Oh, sorry, here. And is there a transponder there? Is this transponder thing a thing? I'm confused. Like, what is it that I'm doing? Can I just go here? What is... what... Am I... Form a beach jump. Okay. Now, do I go to a beach? Do I see... Wow. $225. Let's see what we got here. Optimize transfusion. Speeds up the rate of transfusion from blood bags. Oh, yes, please. Absolutely yes. What do we got here? Make the process of reissuing standard orders more efficient, meaning they spend less time on standby once completed. Huh? What? What do you mean standby? I'll just leave it at that.
Order accepted. Thank you. Remember to rest safely.
Oh crap, and I have to craft it? No way. I don't have to craft it, do I? It's crafting itself. Alright. I was going to say, if I have to like spend materials, it's going to be weird.
Construction process now complete.
Alright. We can go back here. Wait, do I not get to take my material? Please tell me I get to take my material. Cargo placed in the private locker at your departure point. Oh, boo! Boo! Oh, that's such a bummer, dude. Lame. Lame-o, schlamo. Lame-o, schlamo. Alright, fine, whatever. Boo. There's a printer there, but I can't see what it requires. Alright, fine, whatever. Boo. It can take everything that's on the back of my... It can take... but it can't take... Whatever. It can take all of me, and all of my gear, and all of the stuff that I have on me, but it can't take that. Whatever. Makes no sense at all. Alright, let's claim, sorry, let's go to, let's see, backpack, customize, recycle, and store. No, I want to claim materials. Where do I claim materials? There we go. Alright. No, private locker, maybe? Still be storage, alright. Alright, so I got a bunch of resins, a bunch of special alloys, nothing else really. Oh, so it wasn't put in my private locker. Did it put it in my locker at the point of departure or the point of arrival? Which one did it say? Oh my goodness. Which one was... Okay, I'm gonna go watch a video of the recording. I'll be right back. God. What was that about? 5 minutes ago? Hopefully 5 minutes ago. Okay, so it's somewhere in here. It says it's in... I claim materials. Let's see here. Chemicals. Batch of chemicals. Upgrade. Blah, 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 blah. Blockety, blockety, blah, blah. Nope, not in there. 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 Okay. Claim. Nope. Facility storage. Facility conversation log. Facility features. VR training. Beach jump. Use the monorail. Take on orders. Deliver and report, facility storage, store and retrieve cargo. I've got resin, miser stuff. That's it. I have nothing. It was not stored here. What am I supposed to do here? So, do I have to take on the order from deliver ceramics, recover, deliver newly developed, dispose of tarred drugs, recover vehicle, deliver an improved time? Okay, so where's my stuff now? Is this a bug? Is this a game-breaking bug? I'm gonna watch the video yet again. Okay, it says, cargo placed in the private locker at your departure point. So I departed from here, correct? Let's see. Did I go to the right one? Maybe I went to the wrong one. Is it this one? Maybe I went to the wrong one. Maybe it's that one I need to go to. Okay, hold on. Alright, facility features, beach jump. Alright, let's go to this one. Yeah, there's the flashing light, so that's probably what it means. Let's go here. Oh my goodness. Alright, distribution center. This is where my cargo's at. Alright, beach jump. And I gotta go back in here. It would have been nice for them to have told me before I jumped, hey, you've got cargo on you. Are you aware that you can't take your cargo with you? Maybe it did and I missed it, but... Alright, let's see if I take on orders, if I have to grab it again, deliver metals and chemicals. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Is there a spot over here? Did it dump? It left it out at the transponder? So there's a private locker in the transponder. Okay, so it's a mailbox, but it's a private locker mailbox, post box. Okay, tar solvent. Okay, I'm taking that on my backpack. Alright, I'm gonna take all of... That's all of my stuff, right? Oh, so I could take my gun, I could take my decoy haul, I could take everything. I could take everything else, which is made of all the same materials. It's probably made of the same stuff. Like, I bet you if I recycled it, it would turn into one of those materials, right? All right, whatever. Submit the materials required to upgrade the structure. What does upgrading do? Does it allow me to transport materials? Well, this thing's a piece of junk. Complete waste. Complete, utter waste. Waste of a PCC level 2. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Got the garage. Let's go ahead and take one of those. Alright. Yep, that'll do. That'll do. Let's take that from the garage. Alright, thank you so much. Gotten over 2 million thumbs up. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Yeah. Let's jump in this bad boy. And away we go. Oh wait, let's take materials. Let's take metals and all that other good stuff, because we're gonna want to build roads. Alright, let's go ahead and claim materials. Alright. Oh, look at that. It doesn't have anything in it. That's amazing. 26 chiral crystals. Amazing. Wow, you guys really are doing a great job of supplying the world with everything they need. Good job. I'm just gonna deplete you because you guys aren't worth my time anyway. They gave me practically nothing. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a great trip. Alright, let's check our map for the long distance travel that we're going to have to do. Oh, the road stops there. That's great. Amazing. Out freaking standing. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not going to get me very far. And I'm going to go through hostile territory. Oh man, this is such a pain. You've got to be kidding me. No materials whatsoever. no way down. I have to go this way. Can I go fast? That gun doesn't do a very good job. I can't even take control of it. It's not manual, it's automatic, and the automatic sucks. Is it because I'm online that they've taken out pretty much all of the cargo, the lost materials? Like, Death Stranding 1 had a bunch of stuff sitting everywhere that you could pick up. Now it's completely devoid of stuff. I feel like the batteries are gonna die on this thing soon. See, there's just nothing to pick up. In Death Stranding, there would be like 5 to 10 things sitting around for me to pick up. Materials. Like there's some delivery stuff every once in a while. But look, it's just completely desolate. There's nothing. Nobody else is delivering except for me. Like, I don't want that. I want materials. I want things that'll make materials. So I guess I have to be forced, I'm forced to work on the mining facilities. Too late, too slow. Yep, batteries are getting low. I don't care, I'll leave this thing out in the middle of nowhere.